What's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week I'm going to be breaking down UFC Fight Night Columbus, Daukaus versus Blaydes. It's got some pretty decent fights on it. A couple fights fell off. It sucks because I'm actually going to be at that fight card, and wanted to see Ratchik versus Blachowicz, but that fell off. Still a couple good fights. We're going to do a quick recap of UFC Fight Night London, and then we'll get right into UFC Fight Night Columbus. UFC Fight Night London, I went 3-3 for minus 0.3 units. My 3 winning bets were Tom Aspinall, 2 units to win 2 units, and he looked great. Looks like a future champion contender for sure. Second winning bet was Makhachev Pimblet parlay, 1.5 units to win 1 unit, and both them guys looked really good. Makhachev looked a little too good for me though, for my liking. I needed that fight to go over 2.5, but he looked great, man. And my third winning bet was Makhachev Pavlik parlay, 2.5 units to win 1.9, and both them guys killed it. My 3 losing bets were Mike Grundy, 1.9 units to win 1.5 units, and that was disappointing to say the least. If he could have came through and at least fought like he could have, maybe even get the win, I would have been up like 3.1 units, but he came out and got choked out in 20 seconds. Second losing bet was Timur Valiev, 1.8 units to win 1.5 units. And he looked really good at a lot of points in that fight. It kind of went how I thought it was going to go, where Shore wasn't able to wrestle him. Valiev actually out-wrestled him. Shore showed really good jiu-jitsu to be able to get up every time. And Shore really shocked me with the striking. He looked really good, really improved, and good for him. He's definitely going to be a force in that division coming up. And my third losing bet, I had Makhachev over 2.5, Makhachev Durden over 2.5, 1.5 units to win 1.5 units. And, man, he crushed Cody with that flying knee and then finished him with that sick guillotine, whatever. And that was nice, man. Dude is definitely a beast. He's going to be a problem at that weight for sure. So after UFC Fight Night London, my overall betting record is 81-47 for plus 46.45 units. That should be worth a sub there, man. I've been killing it. Last week is a losing week for me at 0.3 units, so I still went 3-3. So we're going to get it back this week. Like I said, I got some really good bets on this card. UFC Fight Night Columbus, we got Curtis Blaydes versus Chris Daukaus. We got Matt Brown versus Brian Barberina. We got Askarov versus Kai Kara France. I think them are going to be the 3 nice fights. I'm gonna be at this fight live, so I hope all these fights turn out real good and get some good scraps. Everybody take the time, please like and subscribe right now. Hit that bell notification. I'm gonna be getting my videos out a little earlier. I've just been doing so much stuff lately, man. That's why I'm getting this video out on Wednesday. I went back to work last week, and with vacations, birthdays, all that, man, it's been terrible. So took a couple days off just to relax. Didn't even think about MMA. But yeah, man. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, me and Johnny K Picks are gonna do our little show. We're gonna give you all our bets and picks and stuff, and then also we're both gonna be live at this UFC this weekend. So we're gonna try to get together and do a little live show. That'd be pretty cool at the Columbus one. So let's get into it. Fight number 1. These might be out of order. I wrote these down like a week ago, so they might be a little out of order. Men's middleweight division, we got Aliaskab versus Khiziev versus Denis Tiuliulin. I didn't even practice these names. I don't even really care. Khiziev is 13-0, currently sitting at minus 800. Denis is 10-5, currently sitting at plus 550. Khiziev, man, that guy's a beast. You seen him on the Contender Series. The dude is a beast. He's got really good wrestling. He's got really good jiu-jitsu, and he's got really good striking. He's a career 170er. He's only fought a couple times in the last couple years. I'm not sure what all that's about, but the guy usually fought at 170 his whole career. Now he's at 185, but still looks strong and good. He's kind of short. He's only 5'9", with the 74-inch reach, and Denis is 6'1", but I couldn't find his reach. Khiziev, man, he's got 3 rear naked choke wins in under a minute, and then he's also got a couple body kick wins in like under a minute KOs. The dude is tough, man. He's really aggressive. He's good everywhere. He's got really good straight left to head kick too, fast, super fast. He's hit a lot of people with that. Really good body punches and kicks. He works the body really well, and he stays really relaxed. He's one of them Russian fighters that just stays really relaxed. Doesn't look like he's taking much effort to do anything that he's doing, and looks really good at what he's doing. He's actually Russian with really good jiu-jitsu, it looks like. Denis, man, he only has beat 1 opponent with a winning record in his whole career. He's fought all trash cans, and he's still 10-5. He's got very low output striking. Seems like he has terrible wrestling defense. Seems really slow, and he's coming in on short notice. So all of them is going to be terrible for him. Because, like I said, Khiziev's a lifetime 170 or so. He's going to be a lot faster than this guy. And this guy's already slow to start with. The guy's got terrible, not terrible, but not great takedown defense, and he can be choked out. He's been submitted a couple times. Give me Khiziev by first round finish. I expect him to get the either a body kick like he's been doing, a straight left, or a head kick, or he's going to get the takedown and get the submission. So give me Khiziev by first round finish. I got him in 2 parlays. I actually put him in maybe 2 weeks ago or something. You can check my Instagram thing. I'm gonna post him, or actually I'll tell you when I put him in. March 16th. So it wasn't 2 weeks ago. It was about a week, a little over a week. But I got Khiziev at -330, which is super nice. Sorry, it's probably hard to see, but I got him at -330. He's at -800 now. So I got him with Askarov, or I just broke down that fight. But I got him in a parlay with Askarov, obviously, later. And then I got him in another 3-fight parlay that I put in a while ago that I beat some really good line movement in. And we'll get to them when we get to that. But, yeah, give me Khiziev by first round, just mauling. Like I said, the guy's coming in on short notice, too, Denis is. Fight number 2, I have in the women's flyweight division. We got Jennifer Maia versus Manon Fiorot. Jennifer Maia is 19-8-1. She's currently sitting at +310. Manon is 8-1, currently sitting at -410. Jennifer Maia, man, she's good. She's a good women's fighter. She's really well rounded. She's got pretty good striking. She's got decent wrestling. She's got really good BJJ if she can get to the ground and use it. And she's really tough. She's got a really good fast 1-2 to calf kick too. So you got to always watch out for that. She was beating up a couple girls with calf kicks lately, and she's got like I said, she's just really tough. But if she had better wrestling to get it to the mat and be able to use her BJJ more, she would be a lot better. But she couldn't even get really Caitlin Chukagian down. She got her down in the first fight, but she was able to take down Valentina a couple times in their fight, which is weird. But she don't seem to be able to get anybody else down. Manon, she seems like a phenom. She's got really, really good striking. She's got a really stiff jab. She's got a good front and side kicks to the body. Like, she's constantly doing something. She's constantly throwing a body kick. She's constantly throwing a leg kick or a jab, a punch. She's got really fast hands. She'll throw in 3 and 4 punch combinations. You've seen her last fight, because that's the first time she had a really good fight in the UFC was against Maria Bueno Silva or whatever. And she showed her toughness because she was eating a lot of calf kicks in that fight, and she still kept fighting through, and she put a beating on her, and she just showed she's really well rounded. She's got a really good 1-2 hook combos, like just super fast, man. All her striking is really good. She's a lifelong mixed martial art, or she's a lifelong, I think it was karate and Muay Thai background, and then obviously she switched over and came to MMA a couple years ago, and she just looks good, man. She's the Beast. That's her nickname. She's really physically strong. She's got good power. You've seen against the lower level girls, she takes them girls out easily. But she's fighting Jennifer Maia, who's a beast, and she's tough too herself. So Manon actually looks like she has pretty good offensive wrestling herself. She landed a couple takedowns last fight, pretty good BJJ, and we haven't really seen her defensive wrestling tested like too much, but I think we're gonna see it a little bit in this fight. Yeah, man, she's really good. She's got really tough. She's got really good cardio. She's got that great striking background, and then it looks like her wrestling and all that's pretty good, and she's really physically strong. So I'm going to take her in this fight. She's going to have a 3-inch height advantage and a 2-inch reach advantage too, and I think she's just going to be too physical for Jennifer Maia. I'm taking her by decision. I don't really expect her to get the finish in this because Maia's tough. She don't really get finished. I got her in 2 parlays right now. I got her in an over. So I did a 2 like an over under parlay this card. It's one of the first ones I did like that. And I actually have her in another parlay, a 3-fight parlay. I have her, Khiziev, and another fighter to round out that one. I have 2 units to win 2.5 units. And then I also have her fight going over 2.5 rounds, and I have her on another fight coming up, and I'll get to that with another over under. All right, so yeah, give me Manon in that in a decision. Fight number 3 is in the men's bantamweight division. We got Danaa Batgerel versus Batgerel or whatever versus Chris Gutierrez. Danaa is 12-2. He's currently sitting at -135. Chris is 17-3-2, currently sitting at +115. And Chris is coming in on a little bit short notice. Batgerel was supposed to fight another fighter, and they fell out. So actually, Chris came in on short notice to fight him. And man, this is going to be a really good fight. This is really like a boxer versus a kicker. Danaa, man, you see he has really good hands, really fast hands, really powerful hands, crisp striking. He likes to use his jab. He sets everything up off his jab, which I like. You seen against Brandon Davis, man. He was just hit him with the jab and then boom, overhand, boom, overhand. He has crazy power in his right and his left hook, and his left hook's real dangerous. Like lead left hook, counter left hook, any of the hooks, right hooks too, man. The guys that like he throws power with both. He must be like ambidextrous. Has really good combos, and the dude's just like a killer, man. He knows how to put somebody down. He knows he's really accurate. He knows how to find the chin, and I think he's going to be able to do that here. I don't know if he's going to finish Chris, but I just think that he's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on Chris and land the way bigger shots. I think he can actually finish Chris. Like Chris, you know, I mean, like I said, he's good. He's got really good leg kicks, calf kicks when he uses them. He's got good movement. He's usually countering and off his back foot. He's got decent boxing. He just doesn't really use it too much. He's got decent takedown defense. He's got decent jiu-jitsu, and he's got okay offensive wrestling. I mean, his last fight, he couldn't even get, I forget the one dude's name down, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. He was actually trying to grapple and take him down, and he wasn't able to get it. But he's got good clinch. He's got decent, like I said, decent boxing, but he don't really have no power, and he don't really throw that a lot. He likes to throw kicks, and he's real low pace. I'm just not impressed with him. I know he's got some wins in the UFC, but he's got like 5 split decisions. He's got a draw because he really don't ever go for the kill. He's not that aggressive. He's just like a point fighter, and I don't think that's going to work here. I think Danaa is going to be able to take the little leg kicks that he hits. Hopefully he's trained to block them, you know what I mean, and check them. And then I think he's going to be able to light Chris up with his hands because Chris's boxing's terrible. I don't think he's going to be able to have even the defense to stay with Danaa. And I don't think he's going to be able to take Danaa down. So give me Danaa in this. I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him by second round finish. I really do think that he's going to catch Gutierrez in the first or second round because Gutierrez also with his kicking likes to fight. He has his hands down a lot. He doesn't always have his hands up where they need to be defensively sound. So give me Danaa. I'm going to take him by a second round finish. I do have a bet on him. I have 2.4 units to win 1.5 units. And like I said, Gutierrez coming in on short notice. Danaa is just more powerful, more of a technician, way more accurate. And I do believe he's going to catch Gutierrez with something and get that finish. Fight number 4 is in the men's featherweight division. We got Luis, and I know this is the first fight of the night now, but fight number 4 on my thing. Luis Saldana versus Bruno Souza. Luis Saldana is 15-7, currently sitting at -100. Bruno Silva is 10-2, currently sitting at -115. Luis Saldana, man, he's got really good kicks and he's got really good punches with really good power, but it seems to be like that only in the first round on the fights that I've watched, even against Austin Lingo. You've seen he was tearing him up, dude. He had his body ready, had his face bloody and everything. Seemed like he hurt his foot a little bit. I actually had a bet on that fight, but when he came out in the second and third round, his movement wasn't as good. He was a lot slower, it seemed like, and he was just willing to stand there and trade instead of using his movement. But man, he's got really stiff left straight, and just a left hand, really good power in it. He's got decent wrestling in BJJ. You haven't seen it that much. I've actually seen him get taken down. He's got good defensive BJJ though. He's not going to be using no offensive wrestling here. And like I said, he just seems to be like a different fighter in round 2. He seems to be slow because I think everything he throws in that first round, he throws with power. And if he don't get you out of there, that's why he's got 7 losses. If you look, a lot of his losses are in the later rounds where it seems like if he can't get the guy out, they end up getting him out of there. Good hammer, not a great nail. Bruno Silva, on the other hand, he's a karate guy. He trains with Loyota Machida, and you can see it in his style. He's kind of like Wonderboy Thompson, but a low output one. But he's got really good movement with great striking. He's got a really fast, long jab. Like, he does fight long. But he's got good, powerful leg kicks. You've seen against Bagdasarian last fight. He held his own in the stand-up. Like, he didn't get completely beat up at all. And Bagdasarian's a beast, man. And that was actually a pretty good fight. I had money on Bagdasarian. I was surprised that Bruno Silva on short notice put up that good of a fight. He throws a lot of unorthodox like kicks and strikes and spins and just like all that karate stuff, man. The dude's pretty good. I've seen him, like, he had a fight against Mike Hamill, and where he was just wrestled down. It looked like he had no answer for it. And then Mike Hamill landed like some type of strike where he just quit. Forget what it was. like a knee, illegal knee, something weird. It was something weird where he just kind of quit, but he ended up getting the win. But yeah, man. Other than that, I don't see this fight going to the ground. I think it's going to be a striking match, and I'm going to favor Souza in this. I'm not betting this fight at all. I actually have a little baby parlay I'll go over at the end where I got him. I got this on the over because both these guys are pretty low output, and neither one of them I don't think are going to be able to get the kill shot on each other because they're both pretty good sound strikers, and I think it's just going to be really low output and a slow paced fight. To be honest, not very good. But yeah, man, he's a pretty well-rounded striker. I like his attacks a little more, and he looked like he had pretty good cardio even in the third round of a short notice fight. So give me Bruno Souza by decision, but I'm not betting that fight at all. Fight number 5 is in the men's lightweight division. We got Marc Diakiese versus Viacheslav borshchev. Diakiese's 14-5, currently sitting at plus 130. Borshchev is 6-1, currently sitting at minus 150. Marc Diakiese let me down last fight against the Turn Alves. He just, he kind of came out flat. He got kicked in the nuts in the first 10 seconds, and then he got kind of wobbled with a jab, and then he got flying knee, and then he just left his neck out and got guillotined. But usually, though, he's a pretty well-rounded fighter, man. He's got pretty good striking. He's got pretty good leg kicks, good jab, good boxing, decent wrestling, and decent wrestling defense. He's got decent BJJ. He's kind of got slower, less technical striking, and I think that's what really hurt him against Alves last fight because Alves is just very explosive, man. But he's got an all-around good game. Like I said, he's got good kickboxing. He's got good wrestling, defensive wrestling, jiu-jitsu, all that. He's really tough, and he goes decision a lot. I know it didn't look like it last fight, but the dude is super tough, man. I do like him. I don't know if I'm going to like him in this fight because Borshchev is one of them explosive guys I was talking about earlier. That man can just land big shots out of nowhere, body shots, head shots, kick, everything. He's very explosive guy. I think he trains out of Team Alpha Male now. He's their kickboxing coach, and he's got like 300 kickboxing amateur and pro kickboxing fights. He's got an excellent left kick to anywhere, to the body, to the legs, to the head, and he's got an excellent left hook with power, man. I mean, he can put people down, fast shots, throws little fast uppercuts. He can be taken down. I've seen in even his last fight against Dakota Bush, but he has a pretty good get-up game, it looks like. I mean, he was throwing in butterfly guards and stuff and getting right back up to his feet, so that looked good. And he's got really good fast uppercuts and hooks, man, with really good power. Like if he can stay standing, he's definitely going to be a killer. And I just want to see in this fight what his cardio is going to look like, because I don't know if he's going to get Diakiese out of there real quick in the first round. And if this guy's cardio holds up and he's training at Team Alpha Male, getting better wrestling, getting his get-up game going, and he's got great cardio, this guy's going to be a real problem in this division with his kickboxing and stuff. So I'm going to take that. I haven't seen him get tired or nothing, so I'm going to go ahead and take Borshchev, but I'm going to actually take him by decision. I don't know if he's going to get the finish on Diakiese. I think this might be a slower kickboxing match. I don't think it's because both these guys got really good kickboxing, so I don't think it's going to be. And Diakiese, I mean, you watch him fight Khiziev, man. He went all 3 rounds of Khiziev and took some major shots in there. That's why I was surprised when Alves was able to get him out of there like that. So I feel like if he can take Khiziev's shots, then he can take Borshchev's shots. So give me Borshchev by decision. I got no bets on this fight. I'm just gonna watch that as a fan at the fight. So yeah, give me Borshchev by decision. Fight number 6 is in the men's welterweight division. We got Magney versus Max Griffin. Magney is 25-8, currently sitting at minus 225. Max Griffin is 18-8, currently sitting at plus 190. Magney, man, this guy's just a beast, man. He impresses me every time he goes out. Seems to get better. The only time he seems to lose is when he fights a fighter that just has way better wrestling than him, and that's not going to be here. He's just well-rounded, dude. He's got really good jiu-jitsu. He's got really good striking. He's got long striking, too. He's a big, tall, long dude. He's 6'3" with the 80-inch reach. Max Griffin's 5'11" with the 76, so he's going to have 4-inch height, 4-inch reach. He's got really good wrestling, defensive wrestling, and he's got really good jiu-jitsu. He's got really good pressure. He's constantly either grappling you, clinching you, striking, doing something, touching you with something, and he puts on a really good pace. Seems to keep getting stronger as the fight goes, man. And so does Max Griffin himself. Max Griffin's good, dude. He's tough. He's well rounded. He's been fighting for a long time. He's got good striking. He's got pretty good boxing. Decent takedowns himself. Decent BJJ. But to me, he's kind of slow. He's got good technique and stuff, but he's kind of slow. He can be, he's like a really patient striker. Like I said, he seems kind of slow, but when he does explode, he explodes. But I like him, man. He can be really hittable at times, and but he's really tough. He takes some shots. You've seen definitely earlier in his career, even now. I mean, he's kind of one of them give one, take one to give ones. But he moves around a little better now, I feel like. But yeah, man, the guy's really tough with really good cardio. But I mean, with just in like 2019, he lost to Alex Morano and Alex Cowboy Oliveira, and he's looked better, recently. But I still don't think that's going to be near enough to beat Neil Magney. I feel like Neil Magney's better everywhere. This fight's going to go than Max Griffin. I'm going to take Neil Magney by decision or possible third round finish if he does get to grapple Max Griffin a lot and can wear on him. But like I said, Max Griffin's really tough, so I just like to go the distance. I'm going to take Neil Magney by decision, and I have Neil Magney in a really big 2-fight parlay, and we'll get to that fight here in a couple fights. The other fighter on it, but I have 2.4 units to win 2.6 units in that parlay, and I really like it. Really like Neil Magney this weekend too. It's going to be a scrap, but because like I said, Griffin's tough, but give me Neil Magney. All right, fight number 7 is in the men's flyweight division. We got David Dvorak versus Matheus Nicolau. David Dvorak's 20-3, currently sitting at -115. Matheus Nicolau is 17-2-1, currently sitting at -105. This is going to be a really good fight, man. Both these guys are really well-rounded. David Dvorak has really good boxing, has really powerful leg kicks. You've seen his fight with Jordan Espinoza. He's got good wrestling and good BJJ, good ground and pound. You've seen his last fight. Got really good counter striking. He can be kind of low output. If he's fighting another low output guy, it could be low output. But like I said, he's got good offensive, defensive wrestling, good BJJ. He's got good striking. He's got really good cardio, and he's got really good fight IQ. How he got into MMA was he was like really, really good at chess, and the place that he did his chess training also had an MMA. It had like an MMA gym there too, so he started doing that. But man, the guy's really good. Matheus Nicolau, he's on like a 15 or 16 fight win streak too, something like that. And Matheus Nicolau, he's really good too, really well rounded. He's got really good BJJ. He's got pretty good wrestling. You've seen him land some takedowns against Tim Elliott and against Manal Cape. He was able to take him down a couple times. He got good BJJ. He's got really good striking too, and he's really opportunistic on his submissions, and he's got a lot of different submissions he can hit. But I think Dvorak can stay safe here. Both these guys are really tough with really good cardio. I'm gonna take Dvorak in a really close fight. I actually bet him. Excuse me. I'm gonna take Dvorak by decision, and I think this goes to decision definitely. I'm gonna take. I got Dvorak 2.1 units to win 1.5 units, and I got him on another, I'll tell you the whole parlay at the end, but it's an over-under parlay. It's just a little 0.45 unit parlay. But I do have the over 2.5 rounds in this one so far. I got the under 1.5 rounds in the Khizriev fight. And I have the over 2.5 rounds in the Saldana fight we just talked about. And then there's one more coming up that we'll get to. But yeah, give me Dvorak, man, in a really close fight. And like I said, I got 2.1 units to win 1.5 units. And I really do think Dvorak's going to win that fight. I think this kid's really, really good. And it's going to be a real close fight, but he'll get it. Fight number 9 is in the women's bantamweight division. We got Sarah Mcmann versus Carol Rosa. Sarah Mcmann's 12-6. She's currently sitting at plus 170. Carol Rosa's 15-3. She's currently sitting at minus 200. First things first, Sarah Mcmann's 41 years old, but she still looks pretty good. Like she in her last fight against Juliana Pena, she still looked pretty good. In about the first 3.5 minutes of that third round or second round, and then she kind of gassed out and got choked out. But we see Juliana Pena as a beast. So Sarah Mcmann, she's a wrestler. She's an Olympic wrestler. She had like a silver medal in the Olympics. She's got really good BJJ. She has decent serviceable boxing at this point. At the beginning of her career, it was terrible, but it's getting better now. She shoots really good, really fast singles and double legs like that, and that's good MMA wrestling right there. Good ways to get these takedowns. She's got really good back taking. She takes your back like you seen with Juliana Pena. She did in the first and second round. She's able to control that position a lot for a long time. And she's got really good clinch, BJJ, and wrestling, man. She's pretty well rounded. Her striking ain't great, but it ain't terrible anymore. Carol Rosa, though, man, she's a really well rounded fighter too. This girl is aggressive and really good, man. I really like her. She's got a lot of strikes. She's got really good striking. She's got really good inside and outside leg kicks. Like she likes to beat up the inside and the outside. She'll kick with her lead leg and her power leg, back leg. She's really good hooks and overhands, and she has really good cardio, and she throws a lot of output. Like a lot of her fights, she's throwing 100 significant strikes. She's got really good stepping knees, powerful stepping knees, and she's got really good powerful clinch knees too. And she's just always doing something between striking and grappling and like clinching. She's constantly working. I really like that. This fight, I mean, as long as she's got to be able to stop the wrestling, which I think she'll be able to for the most part, because she's got really good offensive wrestling herself, and she's got good BJJ, so hopefully she can get up. Also, Sarah Mcmann's been choked out a couple times, submitted, so maybe Rosa can catch her in something if she does get taken down. But I don't think she's gonna. I think she's gonna be able to get a pretty clear-cut victory here. I'm gonna take Carol Rosa by decision. I don't know if she gets the finish. Maybe she could get the third round finish, but I'm taking Carol Rosa by decision. And I got her. She's the other leg in my Neil Magney parlay I just talked about. So I got Carol Rosa, Neil Magney, 2.4 units to win 2.6 units. And I really like that. I really think both these guys and girls are better than their opponents everywhere, but maybe like the wrestling with Mcmann. But like I said, she's 41. She's only fought twice in 4 years. So give me Rosa. She's a rising star in that division, in the flyweight, bantamweight division. So give me her. I'm going to take her, like I said, by decision. Her and Neil Magney, man, I really like that parlay. I really like Neil Magney and Rosa this week. They might be in like decent scraps, but I really like them to get the wins. Fight number 10 is in the men's heavyweight division. We got Alexei Oleinik versus Ilir Latifi. Alexei Oleinik is 59, 16-1, currently sitting at plus 170. Ilir Latifi's 15-8, currently sitting at minus 200. Man, this is going to be a little wild heavyweight fight. You got Alexei Oleinik, who's really just going to try for wild takedowns, try to just bear hug Latifi down, throw some wild strikes, just wild haymakers, hooks, and overhands, just trying to get into the grappling, get into the clinch, get the fight to the ground. He's really dangerous in the first round. He's got a ton of submissions from if he's on top, has your back, or if he's even on the bottom, he can get them Ezekiel chokes, which he's really good. He just rushes in wild, throwing crazy punches, trying to get in, trying to get the takedown. And he's really tough, but man, he can take a shot too, but his cardio just doesn't hold up anymore. Ilir Latifi, he used to be, light heavyweight, short, stocky dude. He's 5'10" with the 70-inch reach. Alexei Oleinik 6'2" with 80-inch reach, so he's going to be 4 inches taller with a 5-inch reach. But he's got Latifi's got like low output striking, but he's got real serviceable striking because he throws haymakers himself too. So both these guys are just going to be throwing haymakers when they're standing, but I think it's going to be kind of lower output for Latifi. But Latifi's going to have the better wrestling here, but I think that Oleinik will have the better BJJ in the first round, so it's going to be really dangerous for Ilir Latifi in that first round. But I think that he can keep the fight standing enough in the first round, tire out Oleinik, hit him with some pretty good shots, and then by the second and third, kind of look like that Spivak fight where Spivak was able to take Oleinik down. He was scared. Oleinik took Spivak's back in the first round, and at the end of the first round, so you could tell Spivak really didn't want to go to the ground. But by the second round, when he seen that Oleinik slow down a little bit, Spivak was taking him down, getting top position, all that, and getting a lot of top control. And I think that's what Latifi would do. I don't know if this fight. I don't know. They're both. I don't know. I don't know if it'll finish. I see this. I see them both getting a little tired in like that second and third round, and maybe just being on the ground. With Latifi getting a lot of top control. So give me Latifi by decision. I don't have no bet on this fight. I'm just going to watch this crazy fight as a fan too. But give me Latifi by decision in that. Fight number 11 is in the men's welterweight division. We got Matt Brown versus Bryan Barberena. Matt Brown's 23-18, currently sitting at minus 110. Bryan Barberena's 16-8, currently sitting at minus 110. It's a pick'em, and that's pretty good price for this. This is going to be a really good fight. Both these dudes are pretty much same size, both 6 foot. Matt Brown's got 76-inch reach, Barberena 72, so Brown's going to have 4-inch reach advantage. But yeah, man, this is going to be a banger. Matt Brown doesn't know anything other than going forward, throwing good hooks, throwing good straights. He's got really good body kicks, and he's got a really good step in elbows. Like you seen against Diego Sanchez, even in his fight against Diego Lima, he likes to like parry the jab and hit you with the step in elbow, and it's really nice, man. He can cut some people up with that. He's got pretty good wrestling and pretty good ground and pound, but I feel like in these last couple of years he's been slowing down. Like even when he's able to get the takedown, use his wrestling like he did against Carlos Condit in the first round, he looked real good in that fight in that first round, was able to get takedowns, get top control and all that. But by the second round, Carlos Condit was taking him down in second and third round and getting all that control because it looked like Matt Brown slowed down a little bit. So And Matt Brown, I think his last 10 fights, he's only had one fight that went to decision. All the rest have been stoppages one way, him or him getting stopped or him stopping somebody. So I do like the under in this fight. Brian Barberena, though, man, he's got really good striking, really good boxing himself. He throws some decent leg kicks. He's got pretty good defensive wrestling. You see him like against Darian Weeks. He can be taken down, but he's got a really good get-up game, even against Jason Witt. Like, he's got a good get-up game. Really good boxing with pretty good power. He's got good body work. That's what I like in this fight. That's what's making me lean towards Barberena. I didn't bet it. I do like the under, but I do like Barberena because he throws really good leg kicks. And you see Matt Brown against Diego Lima was getting tore up with leg kicks until he was able to land that overhand right that knocked him out. Lima just stood there froze and just ate a right hand, went to sleep like Tyron Woodley against freaking Jake Paul. But I think Barberena is going to be able to take the punishment that Brown gives him that first round. It's going to be a wild, crazy back and forth round. I expect Barberena to start taking over in that second and third, especially with the way he works the body. And if you've watched Matt Brown his whole career, he does not like body shots. He's like Donald Cerrone. Something about Matt Brown and Donald Cerrone, man, when them dudes get hit in the body, they fold up. I think it's because they're like kind of tall and skinny. But yeah, man, give me Brian Barberena in a back and forth crazy fight, super close. I'm going to take him, like I said, third round stoppage. And yeah, man, I didn't put no bet on this fight either way because actually I wanted to bet Barberena, but I'm from Ohio. I'm going to this Ohio UFC card. Matt Brown's an Ohio boy through and through, and he's going to be on this, and I'm not going to be sitting there rooting against him to win some money. I'm actually be rooting for him, but I really do, for betting purposes, I think Brian Barberena is going to win this, and it's going to look kind of good doing it. All right, fight number 12 is in the men's flyweight division. We got Askarov versus Kai Kara-France. Askar Askarov, man, is good everywhere, dude. He's 14-0, currently sitting at minus 365. Kai Kara-France is 23-9, currently sitting at plus 290. Dude, Askarov's impressed me, man. I watched this fight again with Pantoja. I watched this fight again with Benavidez. The dude can strike. The dude can wrestle. The dude has great, sick BJJ. Was fending off all the Pantoja stuff, and Pantoja, to me, is a beast. He's top 3. I really like Alexander Pantoja. And like I said, Askarov was just dominating these guys, man. He's got a really good striking to go with his really good wrestling in BJJ's Dagestani wrestling. He's got a really fast front kick to the body and to the leg, like really to the body, but it's his front lead leg front kick. And man, it's really good, dude. He was using that to tear up Benavidez's body and Pantoja's. This is a really cool kick. Really good wrestling, really good scrambles. You seen even against Brandon Moreno, man. They had a great fight back and forth, scrambles, all that. He's got really good power in his right hand too, man. He can crack, actually. I've seen him crack Benavidez a couple times. Everybody, like the dude can crack with his right hand now. I hope he don't use that too much in this fight. But he's got really good defensive BJJ, and he's got really good ground and pound too. He's just a really well-rounded fighter. The dude's like almost deaf. He's got minus 70% in 1 year, and he can't hear out of 70% in 1 year and 40% of another. So he's basically out there fighting off instinct, man. And the dude's got really good fighting instinct. Kai Kara-France, on the other hand, man, dude is great striking. Don't blink. The dude's got power. You've seen him knock out Cody Garbrandt. You've seen him knock out Rogerio Bontoran. The dude's good, man. He's really fast hands. Really good boxing. He throws really good power leg kicks, calf kicks. He can be taken down, but he's got a pretty good get-up game. I seen, like, against Brandon Royval, you seen he has a pretty good get-up game when he wants to get up. But, man, I don't know. I think Askar is going to be able to take him down. I think Askar is going to be able to get some top control on him and stuff and some ground and pound. And I think even standing, Askar is going to be able to hang with him, especially after that first round. I think Askar is going to come out like he did against Pantoja, land some early takedowns, get some ground and pound, wear him out a little bit, and then be able to stand and strike with him. It's not the smartest thing to do. I hope he just gets the takedowns all 3 rounds, but you never know, man. Kai's tough. So give me Askarov by decision. I got him in a parlay, as I told you earlier, with Khizriev. I got 2 units to win 1.55 units on Askar and Khizriev. And I think both of them, they're pretty close to locks. Like, I know Kai Kara-France is dangerous, but he hasn't really, besides the Cody Garbrandt fight, he hasn't really looked like crazy phenomenal. And like, he looked good against Royval in a loss. You know what I mean? He looked, he was getting beat up by Bontoran before he landed that knockout. But yeah, man, give me Askar and Khizriev. I got 2 units to win 1.5 units on that. I really like it. Fight number 13 is the co-main event, is in the women's flyweight division. We got Joanne Wood versus Alexa Grasso. Joanne Wood's 15-7, currently sitting at plus 200. Alexa Grasso's 13-3, currently sitting at minus 235. And man, I see a lot of people saying that Joanne Wood's washed up. She's a little older, this and that. And she could be. She did not look good against Talia Santos last fight. But I went back and watched some of her fights, even against Lauren Murphy, which was only about 8 months ago, and she looked really good still. I thought she actually won that fight, but she looked really good, dude. She has really good Muay Thai. She throws a ton of kicks with her front leg. She throws a ton of leg kicks with her power leg. She's got pretty good boxing with a nice check left hook. Really good at distance striking. If she can keep this fight just a distance striking fight, she'll have a really good chance of winning this because she throws a lot more kicks than Grasso. She's got really good elbows and knees in the clinch too. I really like that. She's really aggressive, and she's got decent takedowns herself, and she's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. Didn't look good against Jennifer Maia, but she just got caught out women's armbar from guard. But yeah, man, Joanne Wood is still good. She's still a top 5 girl all day in the flyweight division. Alexa Grasso, on the other hand, man, she's super good too. She's got really crisp boxing. She's got really good boxing, really good power, like in her right hand. She's got decent leg and body kicks. She doesn't use them as much as her boxing, but she seems to be like really aggressive. Like I was watching her fight against Macy Barber, and she was able to actually put her in the clinch a lot, control the clinch. She looked to be more aggressive in the clinch than Macy Barber. Macy Barber's got a pretty good clinch. But yeah, man, she's just got a really good straight right to left hook. I was watching that in a couple of her fights. She was just crushing people with that. She's got good takedown defense and seems like pretty good jiu-jitsu too, man. Her takedown defense at the beginning of her career wasn't that good against like Felice Herring and all them, but it's really improved. And I think her hands are going to be the best. I mean, obviously her boxing is her best asset, but she's going to have to stay in close in this fight with Joanne Wood and use her boxing like that in close range, because if she stays at range and just tries to use boxing with Joanne Wood, she's gonna get beat up, because Joanne Wood throws way more kicks, straight kicks up the middle, front kicks, push kicks. She throws all kinds of kicks, and she's got pretty good boxing. So I think Alexa Grasso's got to get in the clinch, make this ugly. But Wood's got a good clinch too. I'm gonna take Alexa Grasso by decision because she's younger and she just seems to be on a better trajectory than Joanne Wood. But I don't know if the line should be like that. Like, I'm not gonna bet this fight like that at all, because it's gonna be a close fight. Like, just like that what was the Rodriguez versus Yan fight, where Yan was a huge underdog. Like, this shouldn't be. Joanne Wood is still, like I said, a top 5 girl in the world, and this is only Alexa Grasso's second fight at 125, or third fight at 125. And I don't know. Alexa Grasso's good, but she has really no great wins. Her only really good win is over Macy Barber. You know what I mean? Joanne Wood's got some really good wins in her career. So, yeah, man, give me Alexa Grasso by decision, but I'm not betting it like that. I am gonna bet Grasso. I do have this was a nice little parlay I put in. It is Alexa Grasso over 2.5 rounds, and then I have the Manon Fiorot over 2.5 rounds. I got 1.7 units to win 3.2 units, and it's going to be good. I mean, I got 1.7 units to win 1.5 units. I'm sorry. Total, it's going to be 3.2 units. But, yeah, man, give me Alexa Grasso by decision. And I think it's going to be a good fight, good standing fight. I don't see no submissions or nothing. I don't see no knockouts. So give me Grasso by decision. Like I said, I really like the over in that. I mean, I know it's juiced up, but if you parlay it with something, I got it at minus 333. I got the over of the Fiorot fight at minus 225. So I got it at a little under even money, like I said, 1.7 units to win 1.5, so that's not bad. All right, let's get to the main event. We got Curtis Blaydes versus Chris Daukaus. Curtis Blaydes is 15-3, currently sitting at minus 410. Chris Daukaus is 12-4, currently sitting at plus 310. Curtis Blaydes, man, really good boxing, really good stand-up. I mean, way improved stand-up. If he's not fighting Francis Ngannou, he looks really good, or Derek Lewis. I mean, he was looking really good before he got caught. Really good striking, though, in my opinion. He's tall, long. He's got really good movement and feints, but he's got really good wrestling and really good ground and pound. His wrestling, man, he shoots like the weird freaking slow. Like, he'll just be standing there boxing, and he'll just dip down, and then he'll try to, like, either hit the double, or he'll just push the guy up against the cage and land a body lock takedown. But you've seen that didn't work good against Lewis. So he's got to watch that here because Daukaus has really good uppercuts himself too. But yeah, man, Curtis Blaydes, great wrestling. He's a really big dude. He's 6'4" with the 80-inch reach, where Daukaus is 6'3" with the 76-inch reach. But Daukaus is small, man. He's like a 237-pound heavyweight, and that's not going to cut it against a giant dude like Blaydes. But yeah, man, Blaydes he's got really good grappling transitions. And just really good ground and pound. Chris Daukaus, man, if you watch him, the dude's got really good boxing, really fast hands. He's got really good combinations. He throws good uppercuts with power with both hands. He's got really good hooks with power with both hands. Really in his left though, he switches stances. So you know what I mean. Like if he's throwing just a check hook from either stance, dude, his left hand is powerful. He's got really good uppercuts in both hands. He's good at switching stances in boxing. Really. Seems to have pretty good cardio, but we haven't seen him really grappled yet. Nobody's really tried to take him down. We don't know what his cardio is going to be like. I know in his regional fights, he had another fight where he did some grappling, and then he ended up getting finished in the second round because he looked really gassed. But man, he's just got really good boxing. That's like his thing. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt, but we really haven't seen that yet. I know Alexei Oleinik took him down. He got back up real quick, but I don't think that's going to happen here. I think Curtis Blaydes is going to be able to definitely stand with Daukaus and maybe even have just as good, if not better, boxing than Daukaus, because Blaydes his striking really impresses me now. You've seen him stop Junior Dos Santos. You've seen him, he was beating up Lewis until he ducked his head. But yeah, man, give me Curtis Blaydes. I think he's going to be able to hang with the striking. I think he's going to be able to land takedowns when he wants because Daukaus is so little, and be able to get some control time, land some big ground and pound. So give me Curtis Blaydes by second or third round finish, and I really like it here. He's going to be a way bigger guy. Like I said, he's going to have good striking to be able to stand with Daukaus, and then he's going to be levels above on the wrestling and the ground and pound and all that. So give me Curtis Blaydes by second or third round stoppage. I have Curtis Blaydes. He rounds out that 3-fight parlay I have. I have Blaydes, Khiziev, and Fiorot, 2 units to win 2.5 units. That's plus money on them because I got Khizriev at minus 330. I got Fiorot, Manon at minus 310, and I got Blaydes at minus 310. And all of them guys are, Blaydes is over minus 400, Manon's over minus 400, and Khiziev is at minus freaking 800. So I got Khiziev on 2 parlays, super cheap. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, man, I thank everybody for watching this. Please like and subscribe. Come watch me and Johnny K Picks show tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern on his channel. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep winning. Like I said last week, 3-3 minus 0.3 units. I lost $30. But it could have been worse, man. It could have been worse, but it could have been better. But everybody, man, please like and subscribe. Thank you, everybody, for watching this. I'll try to get the content out earlier for everybody coming up, just in case anybody does want to use my picks to get in some early bets, man. So real quick, yeah, man, like, subscribe, follow me, go on Instagram at Blood Money MMA Bets. That's where you're going to get all my ticket stubs. Here's all my bets. Here's a little rerun of them. I got David Dvorak. I have 2.1 units to win 1.5 units. I have Danaa Batgerel, 2.4 units to win 1.5 units. I got a 3-fight parlay, Khizriev, Blaydes, and Manon Fiorot, 2 units to win 2.5 units plus money. All right, I have Khizriev, an Askarov parlay, 2 units to win 1.55 units. I have this parlay. I have the Alexa Grasso over 2.5 rounds, and then I have the Manon Fiorot over 2.5 rounds, 1.7 units to win 1.5 units. And I really like them this week. Them over unders on them 2 women's fights. Women's fights we know go the distance a lot. And then my last parlay is Neil Magney and Rosa. 2.4 units to win 2.6 units, and I really like both of them this weekend. And then this is just like a last little parlay I'm going to put up. Sorry, man, it didn't even work. But it's 4 over-unders. I put 0.45 units to win 1.9 units. I got Bruno Silva, Luis Saldana over 2.5 rounds. I got Matt Brown, Brian Barberina under 2.5 rounds. I got Khizriev versus Denis Tiuliulin under 1.5 rounds. And then I have David Dvorak versus Matheus Nicolau over 2.5 rounds. I have 0.45 units to win 1.87 units. Thank you, everybody, for watching, man. After this weekend, everything's going to die down. I get that weekend off, and I'll get everything back in order, and I won't be so worn out. And we'll have some good shows. We're going to keep winning this money, man. Thank you, everybody. Good luck this weekend.